malpractice, including violence, because our constitution decrees that elections must be free from harassment, violence, intimidation, and of course malpractices such as bribery. And so when we received reports from Kasipul that there have been instances of chaos and violence, we did constitute the Election Code of Conduct Enforcement Committee, and that committee summoned all the concerned candidates to appear before that committee, and that committee completed that process successfully. As you are aware, the commission did fine those candidates 1 million each, which they did pay, failure to which that could have led to their disqualification. So I'm glad the two candidates cooperated. They paid their fine on time. They also signed a political decency and peace and peaceful elections charter. And we believe as of now, they are still abiding by that pledge, and of course by the code of conduct. So we believe that learning from that, the remaining few hours will be very important for us to continue maintaining that peace and to allow us to complete the final preparations, so that then tomorrow we have the first voters arrive at the polling stations when we open as early as possible, the usual time. And we expect the polling process to continue peacefully until evening when we close the polling exercise. And then we move to the next phase, which is to count the votes and to give the people of Kasipul the results that they deserve. Because it's the people of Kasipul who will elect their leaders. It is not IEBC that is in the ballot. Our role is very clear in law. Our role is to facilitate the people of Kasipul, and indeed the people of Baringo, Malava, Magarini, Banisa, and all the wards, to be able to exercise their sovereign will to elect their leaders, the leaders of their choices, free from any coercion, intimidation, or violence. So there should be that free will reflected in the ballot tomorrow. And of course, there are a number of concerns also that have reached us, and we keep addressing those concerns as they come. I want to remind the country and the people in those areas where we're having elections, and in this particular case, even all those candidates, including here in Kasipul, that the Commission still has the mechanisms to take action against any reported electoral malpractice. The Elections Code of Conduct Enforcement Committee is in place, and it will remain active until we complete the elections and until the candidates who win successfully are sworn in. So that committee will remain active, and the mechanism within which you can approach that committee is when you have a complaint, don't complain on social media. Don't complain in other media. Don't lament in your house and expect IEBC to take action when we have not received a formal complaint, which will be filed with IEBC and addressed to either the chair or the CEO, and we will direct those complaints immediately and quickly to the secretariat of the committee that is enforcing the Election Code of Conduct. And that committee will sit and address those issues as soon as possible and render their verdict. You saw the way they handled the complaints that were filed formally from here, Kasipul. Those complaints were dealt with within 2 days, and a verdict was rendered. So we encourage those ones who have any concerns. You must have tangible evidence. You must give us all the necessary information so that then that committee can be able to summon those candidates. It doesn't matter what time is left, as long as there are malpractices that will come to our attention in the way of a formal complaint or petition. We will deal with them. Thank you.
Chairman, my name is Gatete Ndewage from Citizen TV. 2 questions. Number one, there are claims by the opposition on planned bribery of voters in some areas. where some have been told, according to them, that those allegations, that they have been told to take pictures while voting to show that they are voting for a person of a particular party. How is IEBC going to make sure that this does not happen? And secondly, the gazettement of the areas, those 8 affected police stations in Baringo, have you already sorted that?
Will you answer first?
Let me answer that first. In terms of the claims of bribery, we are dealing with a situation where we have political parties and candidates. Everybody's trying to gain an advantage here and there. And of course, these political actors can do anything in order to win favors from the electorate. But clearly, the law stipulates that bribery is an election offense. Intimidation, harassment. So those election offenses are dealt with by the law. And these political actors know. They know they shouldn't be doing that. And if they are doing, all we need to do is let us have those cases reported with evidence, so that then, as I've said earlier, the Electoral Code of Conduct Enforcement Committee will examine the evidence, and on the basis of that will make a determination. And in any case, I wish to inform Kenyans that elections in this country can be nullified by the court. When one petitions, even if somebody wins, and you table evidence to the court to show that there were incidences of bribery or massive bribery, I think the court can make a determination on those issues. So there are mechanisms to address such kind of violations.
Okay.
Yeah, next.
Chairman, my name is Sidney Chazima. I'm from TV47. One question for you and one for Mr. Lawrence. One, there was a complaint by DCP party leader, Rigathi Gachagua, on your vice chairperson. Have you received it? It was a complaint from Magarini.
Yes, we did receive a letter, and it was all over the social media. Okay, so the same letter, I did receive it as the chair addressed to me. So that letter, we're addressing it internally, but we have also responded to the DCP party leader, stating our position insofar as some of the issues that letter was raising. So we hope that they are satisfied. If not, we can still engage to find out how to solve some of those issues. But yes, we have handled that complaint.
And maybe I saw your video. You were speaking about certain elements of campaign violence that ended up in the compound of one of the aspirants or the candidates. How is that case going so far?
The investigation is ongoing, and I know it is at a certain level where we are about to determine the same. Yeah.
I think also what you wanted to ask is, have you arrested any suspects? We remember those ones escaped during when police went to arrest them. Have you arrested any of them so far?
Not yet so far, but we are at a close end of arresting the culprits.
And how many officers are we looking at in terms of deployment and the numbers in this particular constituency?
Sufficient enough to cover the entire sub-county appropriately. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to minimize as well. Maybe 2 more questions because we have another engagement. Yes.
There are a section of leaders, especially from the opposition, looking in terms of the farm that is mathematics. They're claiming that their contract expired. Sort of. What do you have to say about that?
I will not answer that question because we are focusing now on by-elections. When we come to discuss election technology, we will be able to give the country a comprehensive brief on what we are doing as the new commission. Thank you very much.
My name is Ben Patel, National Media Club. One question.